Welcome to Live from the Gardens, a Animorph podcast about animals and how to be a convincing Animorph. This week we'll be talking about the Seagull and the Common Dolphin, two of the animals we found in Animorphs number 4, The Message.
There's nothing common about a dolphin.
which is the book we talked about last week on the Dork-Bajir Chronicles. My name is Mikhail, the host.
I'm Tessa, the expert about Animorphs, not about animal sex. Let's be clear.
And I'm Brayden. I am a still furless baby goat.
Talking about goats having fur just weird to me. I feel like they should have hair.
We're gonna do a quick little overview quiz. The first time we're gonna do this, just 2 questions, but I want to see how much you guys already know about these animals. Okay.
Oh, so you don't start telling us stuff we already know, like about dogs?
Not really.
Sex?
It's more just to see
butt to butt dog sex.
Okay. First question: out of the seagull or the dolphin, which one engages in longer foreplay?
Oh, God. I feel like the dolphin doesn't do foreplay. The dolphin will just rape a baby porpoise if it has to.
No, dolphins don't do consent. Birds usually have rather long mating rituals. So I'm going to go with seagull.
Seagull as well.
Yes.
Okay, you're actually wrong. So even though dolphins fuck fast, they have a lot of foreplay. A lot. With each other, anyways.
Oh, I should have known that. I've read you guys ever read about that dolphin that they kept in a house to try to see if they could teach it human speech?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then it wrote Shakespeare?
No, come on, Mikhail. That was a book. We're talking about nonfiction here.
Oh, of course. Sorry. Okay, question number 2. Which animal has better eyesight?
Dolphin.
I'm going to go with seagull. Because dolphins have echolocation, so they don't need eyesight.
Yes, Brayden is actually technically right. Echolocation is not considered sight.
Yeah, but I feel like their eyes are pretty good anyway.
They're actually
I'm doing
not.
The cross chop right now. Just so everybody knows.
Okay,
DX,
let's get into seagulls.
Is there another question?
No, man, 2 questions.
Mikhail, come up with one more question for tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker, okay.
No. Now, wait a minute. The tie is already broken. We both got the first one right.
We'll pretend that I won the first one.
And then I got one, and you got none.
3 is a better number
It's
than 2.
2-1 Scoby.
Okay, here's a question.
1-0 Scoby.
Do dolphins have favorite food?
Yes.
No.
Aha! Tessa's got it. Although that they don't seem to have a sense of taste in the way that we're accustomed to that being measured, they do have a preference for certain fish, which implies that they might have some kind of taste receptors of some kind.
What it actually is the echolocation coming back in. They like to hear the sound of their prey die in their mouth while they're being chewed. And certain fish will scream at different wavelengths.
No, that's all made up, isn't it? I don't think that's true.
This is all false.
Anyways, let's start with the seagull then, because that's what they do first. So
get them cloacas out, ladies.
Okay, so the location-wise, seagulls are everywhere. I mean, they're from the North Pole to the South Pole. There's different seagulls, but they're all fucking seabirds that scavenge and... Well, actually, that's interesting because one thing I learned that I kind of knew, but I didn't totally understand. They feed, some of them anyways, feed using something called kleptoparasitism. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. But what it means is they wait until another animal has caught food to eat, and then they steal it from them right before they eat it.
Oh, kleptoparasitism.
Kleptoparasitism. Yeah, exactly. I thought that was hilarious.
So they act like a parasite, but they also steal. Interesting. I know that other animals who do similar things, like hyenas, will wait for lions to finish eating so that they can eat. But that's a very cool name for it.
Although it gets a little bit darker because there have been accounts of people watching as whales will breach the surface, like to get air, and seagulls will fly down and just rip chunks of flesh off of them.
Oh.
And then like fly off, I guess, and swallow.
Not the great one.
Not the great one. Yeah, right.
Well, do whales even fucking register that? I mean,
probably not. It's kind of like
an ant bite.
Yeah, exactly. But it's still pretty horrifying.
It's probably like a horsefly.
Yeah.
Ripping chunks out of your skin. Fucking seagulls. Nature, you're scary.
Nature, you're
Why
fucking
does Cassie
asshole.
want to save you? God damn it.
One cool thing, like we were talking about eyesight on the quiz there, seagulls have, you know how we have 3 cones in our eyes?
Yep.
Well, seagulls and probably other animals and birds have 4 cones, so they can see infrared.
Nice.
They also interpret colors differently because of this. And I found, I don't know like how super accurate this is, but to them, it seems like the sky actually looks purple or violet. And not blue because of more like the other, I don't know, wavelengths, I guess, of light coming in. We're not experts, obviously.
Prince was right. Purple rain.
Purple rain, purple rain. But regular color rain to us because the seagulls are seeing it as purple because of their eyes.
That was a very good Prince impression.
What you didn't know about Prince is that the Andalites named him, and he knows a lot about animals because of it.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the morphing technology.
Definitely. So the reason I bring that up, and this is going to actually dovetail a bit, or gull-tail a bit, into the next section, but it's really hard for humans, and frankly probably other animals, to tell the difference between a male and a female seagull. Like, can you guys... I didn't know the difference going into this.
It doesn't matter if you fuck him in the mouth, Mikhail.
Oh, wow. Wasn't expecting that.
You can't mouth fuck a bird, Tessa.
I'm sorry, we hadn't said anything really crude yet. Normally we'd be talking about bird sex at this point. I guess we covered all that last week or 2 weeks ago with the hawk sex.
Yep. So the point I was trying to make about the eyesight was that it's possible that they can see something about the female and male, like, differences that we can't, right?
Oh, a color.
Or something, yeah.
Can't see.
So that's kind of interesting.
Cool.
But...
Or they just fuck whatever they want.
Yeah. So onto the subject of that. No, actually, they're pretty monogamous.
Don't do a lot of foreplay, obviously, as we know from the quiz.
Well, they do just like a lot of birds. They do like a mating dance where it's really boring to watch. They just like walk around each other, and then they dip their beak really low, and they go like, "Wah!" They go pointed up to the sky like, "Wah, wah, wah, wah." Like that. Did you like that?
Tessa, laugh quieter. You're breaking it. You're breaking the line.
Oh god, that was so unexpected.
I can just imagine Mikhail's face. The breaking the fourth wall. We're in different rooms right now, and I could just imagine Mikhail just tilting his head back to get that perfect warble.
I actually did.
Can we go back and focus in on Mikhail talking about how it's really boring to watch seagulls have sex? Or, like, prepare for sex?
Well, a man as cultured as Mikhail in the ways of animal fucking.
Yeah, how do seagulls fuck, Mikhail? We haven't talked about that.
Once you've seen a dog's cock swell and lock in place.
Once you see the barbs of a cat penis.
It's a lot funnier than you'd think it would be, actually. It's like the male and the female will kind of dance and do that weird, like, call. And then eventually, like, once in a while during this, the female will sit down. Like, literally just sit down on the ground. And during one of those times that she sits down, the male will just go and stand on her back. And they have, like, webbed feet, right?
Yeah.
So it looks very stupid. It's like, it looks like they're getting ready to like form a human or like a seagull pyramid or something like that.
Mecha Shiva.
And then the male will sit down on her back and he'll use his tail feathers and he'll kind of like angle them downwards at a sharp angle. And I'm assuming this pushes apart her feathers so that their cloacas can touch and then, transfer of blah, blah, blah. And impregnation.
No
time for bird sex.
Hey, whoa. That's copyrighted.
It was a cover. You can do a cover.
Birds are pretty I don't know, emotionless, I guess, looking in the face. So it's pretty... It doesn't look fun.
Just touch holes together.
Yeah.
It's like kissing without tongues. What's the point?
It's pretty bland. Although it is funny when the male is just like, all right, hop on top, I guess.
That's so weird, because I've definitely seen seagulls stand on each other and never knew.
Now you do.
Childhood me is scarred. Well, you know, it's not live from the gardens if there's not some terrifying information that scars you for life.
Well, that's pretty much all I had for seagulls, at least anything interesting. Let's go to dolphins. The dolphins are a bit easier to locate in terms of dolphins in the wild. The problem is they got it from a zoo, so it's like, okay.
But we know for sure that wherever they live in the States, they live on the coast.
Well, not even, though.
They got no oceans in Idaho, Mikhail.
Oh, yeah, that's true. They go to the beach, so it must be...
They go to the beach, they go fucking the ocean. They go fucking in the ocean.
That actually narrows it down quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I didn't even think of that.
They're on the outside of the U.S.
Green aoles.
They're in, like... What if they're in fucking Alaska?
But
they would have... No.
Yeah.
They've mentioned how warm... There wouldn't be lizards.
I know, I was being facetious.
But it's somewhere where it gets cold. So.
You don't have the tone for facetiousness.
And then it's like Animorphs, Sun and Moon, and they're actually in Hawaii the whole time.
Pretty much.
They're releasing Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun.
I'm so
now,
excited.
And it's bullshit. They just released, like... How long ago was it now? A year?
Yeah, it's a scam. You know it's a scam. Anyways.
I've bought in. I am sucking on that Pokemon teat.
Let's talk about the thing that is probably the second most interesting thing about dolphins, which is the echolocation, right? This is one of those things that when you look it up, it's like, yeah, like we kind of understand how echolocation works because we have like sonar and stuff, but we definitely don't fully understand what it is the dolphin is seeing when it receives back the echolocation. So we do know, however, that the way that they kind of like create the quote unquote clicks that form the ping of the sonar for them, they have you've probably noticed on like the front of a dolphin's head, they have like a big forehead, right? Like it's like a bulgy forehead. They call that, well, I don't think it's a scientific term, but they call it a melon. And it actually produces that clicking noise.
Oh, I think I heard that,
Yeah, it's like a big old bell.
Yeah.
And that's why in Finding Dory, because beluga whales do the same thing, that's why in Finding Dory he like focuses on his head for the echolocation.
Yeah, totally.
I think that's just like affectation, like psychic powers. If you heard that that's why they did it, they were fucking with you.
Anyways, regardless of how it works, after they emit it, they wait for it to come back, just like ping works. But they don't have ears in the same sense that we have ears. They do have, I'm assuming it's something that can sense vibration in their throat.
Chambers.
Yeah, it's in their throat, actually. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it goes out through the forehead and comes back through the throat. And I'm not sure if that's because, like, you are aiming downwards or it's better to hear things coming from the bottom or what the deal is with that. I thought it was pretty wild, though.
Maybe it's just a very sensitive organ.
It could be that's where, like, there's more space for them to
like
hear.
It's a vocal cords thing, maybe. Because, like, whatever evolutionary whatever vocal cords were used before, like ours became used for like speech and noise making, they're underwater. They don't need that shit. So theirs became essentially an ear.
Yeah, totally.
But obviously that's 100% speculation. Don't go into the comments and start busting my balls like, that's not how evolution works, cocky boy.
Don't tweet us. We will not respond.
You should go to the comments and do that because that would be pretty funny. But also, since we talked about, in last week's episode, we talked about like the idea that animals could have empathy or understanding other animals in the same way that you understand yourself. And
great one.
Yeah, so there hasn't really been much evidence for this, like dolphins being purely emphatic instead of maybe trading something. What's that?
Wait. Are you saying that Animorphs is fiction?
Wait, are you saying I couldn't just talk to a whale through song?
Actually, you probably could talk to a whale through song. I don't think you know what you were saying.
Oh,
this is great. This is soothing. I'm going to use this for my sensory deprivation tank.
I could just imagine a naked McHale.
No, don't do
spread
that.
out, glorious hair behind him in those salty waters, just listening to me and Tessa.
Anyways, the point I was trying
Check
to
out our
make.
second podcast, Whale Noises, every Friday.
The point that I was trying to make is that there was a dolphin called Moko, the dolphin, who I don't have much information, but I'm sure you could find a lot if you Googled it. But basically, like, was shown to have saved the lives of I think at least 2 different humans on 2 different occasions for no reason other than they were in danger. It had nothing to gain from saving them.
Yeah.
Are we sure it wasn't an Animorph?
Oh shit!
Oh, confirmed. It happened in the 90s. Back in the 90s, a dolphin saved some humans without really needing to. This proves that dolphins are empathetic towards the plight of humans too. And then they'll grab just a baby porpoise corpse and fuck it in the ass and mouth until it floats away.
I didn't actually find that much information about, like, dolphin rape. I did find a few dark corners of the internet where people were like, hey, I've been trying for years to, like, figure out how to have sex with a dolphin.
To have sex. It's fucked. People
Yeah.
are like,
blowhole.
really into people having sex with dolphins. Oh my god, I've seen terrifying gifs of humans who should never be near animals.
Yep.
It's fucked.
It's a real thing.
the whole story of, there's a dolphin, there's like a dolphin cave where they'll drag humans down and rape them. And it's the dolphin rape cave. That's fake. That's not true. There have been
Dolphin rape cave?
yeah, no, have you not heard of this
No,
rumor?
that's
There's a
wild.
thing like dolphins will sometimes a dolphin will push a drowning diver to safety, or a dolphin will grab a human and drag it into this cave and rape it, but the rape part is a myth.
Yeah, I don't think that sounds weird. That sounds not right.
I don't know. Beachbaby.net has an article that says dolphin rape cave more than a myth?
And then a picture of this fucking dolphin's face
In
looking
red.
right at you with his
Infrared.
big little fucking eyes. Chandler, get away, Chandler Dolphin.
Anyways, since we're already on the subject of sex, I guess, if you want to call it
Yeah.
that.
Rape is not sex, Mikhail.
Yeah, I know. So, dolphin mating is, like I said before, there's a lot of foreplay. There's a lot of, like, dancing around each other. There's definitely a lot of showboating. Like, males have been known to fight, and it's actually been documented that, like, if a male loses badly enough after coming up to a challenge or challenging another male, they'll actually get kicked out of the pod and, like, have to leave, basically.
Oh, damn!
How do
That's
you
just like what
constitute-
happens with the Dork-Bajir Chronicles.
Wait, who's the one that gets exiled?
If you lose at sex, you get kicked out of the pod, y'all. New rules of the pod.
You see, she tied
I
it together with wordplay. Yeah. Anyways.
see, it was a clever wordplay
Oh, don't get that close. That's my bit.
I can do the same bit.
So a lot of foreplay, a lot of dancing, a lot of,
Yeah.
like, oftentimes they'll actually be, well, I don't know often, but there have been cases where, like, more than one male will be ready to, like, have sex with a female, and, like,
Dolphin gang.
if she just, like, presents herself, they might both go for it without deciding, like, oh, it's just this guy this time.
So, like, both in the same hole? Or, like,
No,
they line
not
up?
at the same time. Because, like, when they have sex, it's not like a thing where they lie together romantically.
Yeah.
It's literally, like, in and out, like, seconds, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, they
So-
come fast.
They must.
I was imagining a two in da poopa scenario.
Oh, God, no, it's not that. They, although on that note, the penis and the anus are two separate slits. I might be getting this wrong. Two separate slits that the dolphin can open independently, but the female has a single slit, I think, with the vagina and the anus. I might be wrong about that. I can't actually remember the details.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, yeah.
Dolphin dicks are also very long in proportion to their bodies.
I think it depends on the dolphin, actually. I looked at the common dolphin. Yeah, I know this guy at the bathhouse. Oh my god. Yeah.
Like, it depends on the dolphin, okay?
He pulled out his
Not
iPhone
everyone's
and
a
he showed me
size
some
queen.
pictures, and they were inconclusive.
I definitely saw some species though that were like, whatever. It was like, you know, not horrifyingly large, but at the same time, I saw some in the wild, not in an aquarium, where it was like, holy shit, you could like spear a fish with that thing. Like, that looks dangerous.
Well, like, there's a reason the sea is salty, y'all. You gotta try and get that semen into her somehow. You
Accurate.
gotta have a long dick.
Accurate. And yeah, not accurate at all, actually. No, that's wrong.
No, not accurate at all.
As a final note, and I think a lot of people actually knew this already, but dolphins are like into a lot of kinky shit. Like, they'll figure out ways to like masturbate in whatever hole they can find.
Yep.
There's definitely been many cases of
They will fuck birds in the mouth.
not necessarily
They
not necessarily gay dolphins, but like dolphins engaging in homosexual acts or behavior.
Yeah, dolphins don't care about labels. They just
Yeah,
like
once
to
or twice
love.
doesn't make you gay.
Balls didn't touch. Still
Imagining Mikhail naked, spread out in a deprivation chamber, listening
Don't talk
to your
about me
soft
like
voice.
that. God damn.
Doesn't make you gay.
His soft black hair fanning out behind him.
Okay.
Like a little mermaid.
Whoa. Don't give out
Look at this
details,
stuff.
personal details about my appearance, man. Jeez. The yerks, you know.
It's dyed black.
nice save.
Dolphins are one of the animals, like one of the few animals who also have sex to, like, just for fun, because for pleasure. Like, they don't just
Yeah, totally.
do it to procreate.
Come and go.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you guys, because I feel like we need to make this a little bit more personal. So I wanted to ask you guys, I've got a bunch of questions here. We won't go through all of them, but...
Yes, I did lose my virginity on Remembrance Day.
Oh, no, I know that's true. Definitely. So the first one would be, and this is not that hard, which of the two animals we talked about this week would you rather have as a permanent pet?
As a pet?
Yeah.
Cat.
Seagull.
Like in my home?
Yeah. Like, not like a dolphin sitting on your couch type of deal. More like you had an aquarium that the dolphin could live in.
Yeah.
I mean,
Seagull.
like, okay. I guess there's a caveat that I'd want a dolphin, but I guess I'd need it to have... because there are plenty of stories of, like, solo dolphins in captivity hanging out and eventually getting fucking rough with their owners to get them off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
They're social
would need
creatures.
the
They need
caveat.
help.
Yeah, I'd need the caveat that this dolphin needs conjugals.
Well, so one of the question is...
Just a bunch of fleshlights.
Money is no issue. Like, you can only have
okay,
one of
dolphin.
the animals.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, well, because I was going to be like Seagull because it's way fucking cheaper.
Plus
and I
seagulls
could get
shit
him to
everywhere.
like... Well, I would
They
keep
have
him
no
outside and I
control
would
of
get him
their-
to like steal jewelry from shitty people I didn't like.
What?
Just like, hey, this bitch cut me off in line at Starbucks, steal her nose piercing.
Oh, wait. You could just, like, obviously there's enough people who want to go at a dolphin, just, like, sell dolphin handies.
Oh,
No,
no.
I've
They're
seen
intelligent
a video of
creatures.
This. That's awful. It's disgusting.
Okay, so I think it's pretty unanimous that we're going to go with dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So alternatively...
All of our dolphins could live in the same tank, y'all, and be friends.
mine would be
And
called
fuck.
Chandler.
Mine would have an actual cool name.
Mine
Mikhail.
would
I don't know what's
also
wrong
be
with it.
Chandler.
No, what?
Mine would be called Sparky because I'm put on the spot. And, like the engraver's having a 2 for 3 deal.
Mine
Oh,
would
God.
be... Okay, mine would be Guy.
Guy,
Guy.
but spelled the French way. G-U-I?
French Guy, yeah.
Guy.
Or is he spelled like G-E-E, like the Indian butter?
No.
All right, now that we've settled that, I think that's probably it for this episode. This has been Live from the Gardens, a Animorphs podcast about how to be a convincing Animorph. My name is Mikhail, the host.
I'm Tessa, the animal expert.
And I am Braden, the still fluffening you.
I lied earlier. I'm not an expert on animals at all.
Oh! And this has been Live from the Gardens, a Animorphs podcast. If If you'd like to correct or clarify any of the poorly researched animal facts in this episode of Live from the Gardens, feel free to contact us on SoundCloud, Facebook, or Twitter by searching for Animorphs, the Dork-Bajir Chronicles. And remember, stay safe, stay hidden. Brought to you by
Collective Legacy.
a podcast network.